What's up, guys? I'm here with Coach Ryan.
What's going
What's going on? Yeah, we're walking the 800 meter route.
The Alameda, San Jose, California.
Yeah, this is our 800 meter route. We're walking from the gym.
Our 800 meter walk talk here.
Yeah, we are close to coffee, and that makes it really convenient for us, right?
Yeah, it smells like coffee right now.
Right. On the regular, have nutrition discussions, right?
That's right.
We talk about our diets and the diets that we prescribe to our members and our friends. Not prescribe, but we make sure that the advice that we give them, it's sound, right? And we say, hey, you know what? Disclaimer here. I'm going to say, hey, what we're going to tell you and what we're going to say, if followed, will very much change your life. So be careful what you do, right?
Yeah, I agree. And we're not going to put everybody who comes into the gym on the same diet, obviously.
Obviously not.
And what you're eating needs to be sustainable.
Yeah.
For, in my opinion, for a lifetime. We're not going to put somebody on some extreme, crazy diet when they're only going to be able to, it only acts as like a Band-Aid for a little bit of time.
We were talking about how you and I are totally different in our
totally different
to our own diet, and
which is cool. I think there's not a lot of gyms out there, CrossFit gyms at least, where two of the coaches and owner like you are totally different diets. So Judd here is on the carnivore diet. All he eats is animal products, basically, but no dairy, right? You don't
no
do
dairy.
milk.
I don't do milk at all.
But you do cheese.
I do some cheese sometimes, but if I want to lose weight, then I'll cut the cheese.
Cut the cheese. And I just got off a totally vegan diet for a year. Now I'm pescatarian. I try not to do dairy, but I haven't had, so I eat fish. It's basically the only kind of meat, if you will, that I eat. So I haven't had chicken or red meat in over a year.
Right.
And I feel good. I don't feel like I need it. That's why I haven't gone back to it. I don't.
You could tell we're coaches when we're walking. We walk really fast, as if we want to be somewhere.
I know, right? Jeez.
It's like we're walking 800 meters, and we have a lot to say here. We're we're halfway through, so yeah. And
we don't want to bore you guys.
No.
Hope you guys are still watching at this point.
Yeah, at this point. Well, we got Ryan. Ryan's been, on a very limiting, I would say, limiting in a good way, because when you eliminate, I would say an elimination style diet is where you get rid of foods that cause inflammation. So, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but let me explain what I do. It's like I would think of my way of eating more of like an elimination style, cut out any foods that would probably cause inflammation, and finding out that certain carbohydrates, refined sugars, added sugars, processed foods really mess me up, mess up my gut, mess up my digestion. And realizing
no rice, no pasta.
right. Well, and if I do have that, it'll be very far in between, just like maybe a special occasion or whatever. But as a staple food, you'll see me eating ground beef, ribeye, chuck roast, steak.
Ribeye for breakfast. This guy just
lots
wakes
of eggs,
up and
lots of eggs.
Throws a freaking 3 pounds of meat on the grill. And
now I tried it for a week, and I said, "Whoa, this sucks." I would never give advice and tell somebody to be on this diet. But that was a week. But then I said, you know what? I've heard of these things in talking about a keto flu. All right, maybe my body's adjusting. I'll give it another week.
Yeah,
and
I definitely
after
agree
that,
with
it totally adjusted. Yeah, I felt kind of weird. The workouts, it went, that crashed. But then I've started to creep up little by little by little. And it just shows you, to me, it showed me that the diet, one can really adapt to a certain diet. Sure, let's go right. Yeah, it's a beautiful area, guys, too. So yeah, and then like Ryan's been on his diet for how long have you been?
So I was vegan for the whole last year, and now I'm pescatarian. So I just went to being pescatarian about a month and a half, 2 months ago. So, but I haven't had any chicken, I haven't had any red meat in over a year.
Right.
And very, very little cheese. I've had, maybe a meal or two
and
in this time with
I find
with
you
cheese.
killing those cardio workouts, really rocking the cardio workouts. You're strong. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I don't feel like, and I was skeptical. I was like, man, I'm gonna try this vegan thing. There's a lot of hype going on about it, and my fiance is vegan. She's been vegan for much longer than me, and she was vegetarian for 8 years before that. And so I just wanted to give it a go, see how my body felt, and I had a couple health issues going on at the
What kind of
time,
health
so I
issues?
wanted to
I mean,
see.
what kind of health issues?
So this heart arrhythmia, which is non-life threatening, but I wanted to try to fix it naturally without having to take any kind of medications.
Right.
And so, I've been seeing the doctor for it and all that in the past. And going this way?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. And the other is I've had like a chronic hives issue for about 2 years now, which is really weird.
Still? Or
Yeah. So it didn't help with that, but I do feel like it's really helped with my arrhythmia. I would get this, my heart rate would jump through the roof all of a sudden mid workout, and it would jump into this arrhythmia where my heart was just.
And your diet
pounding.
was really, you weren't following something. Were you doing some zone or paleo? Or?
Before I went vegan?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
No,
I
okay.
wasn't really following any kind of diet. It was just really whatever was convenient. I mean, I didn't eat like fast food.
Right.
I still ate pretty healthy.
Yep.
I wasn't eating crap and junk food all the time, but.
Yeah.
So anyways, the vegan diet helped with my arrhythmia,
Right.
I felt, and it took down. I actually had high cholesterol, believe it or not.
Right.
It runs in my family, so I
So-
had high
so-
cholesterol. It took that way down.
What
took
is
my
it that-
blood pressure down.
But cholesterol studying, I want to know more. I mean, I want this to be a discussion here as to what studies and what constitutes health. Is it high cholesterol? What kind of cholesterol? What types of cholesterol is out there that causes plaque in the arteries? Just because your cholesterol is high, is that automatically contraindicating, heart issues?
Yeah,
Things like that.
In the past, if you look,
I mean, those are the questions we need to ask.
And there's a lot of skepticism about that now,
Right.
Especially with
because like
with
cholesterol.
the
I mean,
cholesterol,
good cholesterol versus bad cholesterol. I mean, how
Right.
much high density lipoproteins do you have versus low density lipoproteins? Or they're kind of act like a sponge reaction in the arteries,
Right.
and cleans it out. So, let's talk about a little bit about nutrients and diet and micronutrients. And the reason I stuck to this is that I realized that micronutrients is absorbed, and doing more studies, is absorbed through a mediator. So I make a joke with Ryan. I say, hey, if I want a salad, I'd eat a rabbit. Or, it's in the meat. The beef has the stomach to process vitamins, vitamin C, and enough to give you what you need for the day without supplementation. And I want to know the absorbability of certain vitamins. And yes, maybe you've adapted a way to absorb these vitamins, without meat, right?
Yeah.
I personally, it's like, I feel like I'm getting it. I don't do any supplementation other than, I don't actually.
Well,
yeah.
have you had blood tests done?
You know what? I have not done any of my blood tests, but
Get that done.
I will
and then
get
we'll
that done,
talk.
and we'll talk. But then again, talking about cholesterol, it's like, what is that? What is bad? Is a CPK bad? I mean, if I get a high reading, is that going to automatically indicate that I'm unhealthy?
Yeah, there's
You know
people
what I mean?
now saying that high cholesterol isn't necessarily bad.
Yeah.
But then in the past, if you look at studies shown in the past with people who have had heart attacks,
Right.
it's like a lot of those people had high cholesterol.
Right.
The bad.
Okay.
LDL.
So
right?
the people who died with high cholesterol, their diet wasn't as binary as either mine or Ryan's. So when I say binary, it means that if you're going to go vegan or if you're going to go all meat, then go all meat. You're not going to have mac and cheese and meat. You're not going to go, oh, let me have like a Philly cheesesteak. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, so mixing. So you're talking about like your body, if I ate a really healthy salad, a lot of greens, but then had that with really fatty mac and cheese.
Not fatty, but lots of high glycemic carbohydrate that changes the molecular structure.
With pasta or something.
Yeah, that changes the molecular structure of the food.
Then that's going to affect, you're saying that's going to affect my
so like
absorption
in
of
past
the
studies,
vitamins and minerals coming from.
And in past studies, we talk about, they talk about, all right, hey, let's study this group of people and let's handpick them to just the China study, for instance. Let's handpick people and to make their study work. And this was done in the 60s where, I forgot the name of the researcher, said that, okay, if you eat fat, you become fat, you know? And then obviously now it's not the case, right?
Right. Not necessarily.
Yeah. And the fat you consume does not automatically turn into fat. I mean, that's kind of rudimentary. But let's talk about, you know, the binary nature of what we eat. You know what I mean?
One more? Or you want?
Yeah, let's do one more.
One more lap.
One more lap. We just walked 800 meters.
Thanks for hanging with us, guys.
12 minutes, 800 meters. That was the gym back there. Yeah. So we're gonna walk another 400 meters.
We're gonna
do a quick.
Turn this into like a 14-minute AMRAP or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to keep this video under 20 minutes. So, yeah, we got some good content here, man. I think to be able to discuss this, I mean, just like what we do in class or outside.
Yeah.
You know,
me and Judd have these discussions all the time.
All the time. I just wanted to film it, really.
Because of how different our diets are, and it's fun to have these conversations, and we both learn quite a bit from each other.
Yeah, we totally do. You know, and sickness, I haven't been sick. I didn't get sick. I've been doing this. Just let me say this. I've been doing this since June. Okay, and still, it's not an experiment to me. I want it to be my way of eating. I want to give it that time. 6 months is not enough time to change your body. Your body needs a year to adapt to a certain way of eating and to really see the results. So when I do my blood test, I want to do that in a year and be a little bit more well versed as to why people are getting some spectacular results. Like Sean Baker, an old coach of ours, had some spectacular results with his blood test, and I want to know why. You know, I want to give myself that year before I do those blood tests. You know, to really change my body. Because like if we were to do something and not give it that chance, you know, and you know, I mean, by doing that, it made me very much I guess adapt to a better understanding as to what the diet will do, and especially if you feed certain microbiome in your. I talk about little microvilli, right? There's like little bacteria in the gut. When you feed certain bacteria the food that it likes, like cavities, it likes sugar, right? So if you have more of whatever that is in the gut, and I'm sorry, I'm talking like I wouldn't know. I mean, I want this to be a regular discussion when someone does or changes their way of eating. We're talking about this gut-brain barrier. We're talking about this gut-brain axis. Whatever your gut wants to eat and the microbiome or the lemmings in there, it will tell the brain to be hungry to eat more of that type of food. Whether it be sugar, whether it be... So in a vegan diet or a pescatarian diet, I mean, what are the things that you shouldn't eat other than meat? I mean, you shouldn't be eating refined sugars, right? You shouldn't be eating processed foods,
vegan
right?
diet?
Yeah.
I mean,
you got to cut out certain
obviously
things, right?
it's obviously the vegan diet's no animal product. So technically, if I was eating, you know, you could be vegan and eat pasta with marinara sauce every day.
Okay.
You know, just because you're on a vegan diet.
It's funny because, like I heard, the only good thing about pizza is the tomato sauce. Yeah.
Hey, there's some actually very good vegan pizza out there.
Right. With
Blue Line Pizza here in the Bay Area.
I would eat a pizza with cauliflower crust, maybe.
You can,
but still, I mean, But
I was really skeptical about.
I'd also wear a shirt that
going
says
vegan.
"fuck lettuce" something. But anyway, yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, he's meat eater here. Just stubborn meat eater, man. So
Yeah.
I was really skeptical about going on the vegan diet. And
Right.
I honestly was, you know, I had some negative thoughts about it in the past, and I was like, "There's no way." But I wanted to try it, so I committed myself to it, and it turned out way better than I thought.
Yeah.
So if any of you out there watching this video right now, or maybe you want to start a carnivore diet, go for it. Maybe you want to start a vegan diet,
But give it a chance. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sitting there giving it 6 months, and I'm not even
I gave
not
the-
even
I
in the
gave
beginning
vegan-
stages.
I gave the
People
vegan
say,
diet
oh,
a
they
whole
they,
year.
they try it for like 4 or 5 days, and they said, forget this. No. You got to keep going, man.
Yeah.
You got to go through certain stages
I think
and break through and see the benefits and look for those benefits.
Yeah, my body does
Listen to your
well
body.
with you know, my body, I feel, digests vegetables and carbs well. Some people don't. Like Judd here doesn't. His gut doesn't necessarily do well, as he says, with salad.
It's fine. Hey, there's our
Fine.
12 noon classes coming through. What's up, Kristen? Say hi to the. All right, the rest.
Noon class
The noon
rolling
class
in.
is rolling in. But,
Well, good combo, guys.
good conversation, guys. Thanks
Yeah.
for hanging out with us.
Whether you're gonna do vegan diet, carnivore diet, vegetarian, pescatarian, just commit to it.
Right.
Try it out.
We're
Give
gonna
it-
talk
give it a
also,
little bit of
yeah,
time.
and I'm gonna talk to Vess. Vess, yo, what's up? Hey, give him a good bicep flex there. Yeah, Vess also is a little. He did carnivore for a bit too.
Yeah,
and
for
he-
about 4 weeks.
And we're just talking about like how people aren't doing it for very long, but you've learned a lot about it, right? It helped you kind of shed some unwanted fat, but there's something that you could continue doing because your gut is already primed for ketogenesis.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like kind of adapted to keto, so I didn't get the keto flu with that.
Yeah.
But I felt strong on carnivore.
Dude, we're gonna have a conversation, but hey, Coach Ryan, dude, thank you.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Vess and I will have a conversation later. He's the next.
He's gonna throw down.
Throw
in
down.
class across the Silicon Valley.
Yeah. All right.
Get in
It's
here, guys.
11:45. I love how they're 11:50. I love how everyone's getting in.
I love it.
All right. Peace.